The Coinsaurus channel is pleased to have you back. Please like my video and subscribe my channel and follow my Twitter account. Several people are currently selling XRP. It is quite tragic. When you hear statements like "I just sold my XRP, I mean this now," or "I'm in that now," you should think twice because you see people abandoning XRP daily. But you know by looking at the prices that people are selling at the bottom. It was the worst possible timing for them to sell. We are prepared to take off, so hang on to your XRP. Regrettably, many more are also caving in and getting married after hearing the FUD's advice. By saying this, Nance is effectively saying that we would support Ripple's investigations into Chris Larson's wallets and their efforts to retrieve any funds that may have gone missing. The onslaught of allegations leveled against Bud is practically upon me. But the question must be asked. This is merely a parting shot, the author is Nance. The Nance team swiftly became aware of the Ripple breach and successfully frozen 4.2 million XRP, the value that the exploiter had taken. We are delighted to share this. The community's initiative in alerting the exchanges to this is much appreciated. As usual, their collaboration with Ripple's was top-notch. Ripple may count on our steadfast support while they investigate the matter and try to get their money back. In the event that the exploiters choose to fund their Nance accounts with an external wallet, we will be closely monitoring their activity. It seems to me that the writing style they employed is to blame. Without a doubt, those were Chris Larson's wallets. Brad even confirmed it yesterday. The stolen wallet from Devon was enabled yesterday by Ripple. Mr. Hoover is the one who sent it. In reality, Ripple enabled all of these stolen wallets. From what I gather, we have also been able to build Ripple wallets, which show the wallets and account information. Whoever said "Phoo, goodbye" to Mr. Gupta wanted to make a lasting impression on the universe. Aside than that, I am clueless as to whether or not this was a clandestine operation. I don't even know what occurred here. 100% to be honest, nobody does. Furthermore, no one knows what to make of this at this point. They will definitely find out who did this, because everything is recorded on the blockchain. I genuinely think that will be true, and maybe we will find out the answers eventually. Maybe Chris scanned the QR code and fell for the Ripple Brad Garland home AI giveaway fraud, which caused him to treble his investment. What I'm trying to say is that the video looks really authentic. Just so you know, that video is happening right now. This is an egregious drawback, incidentally. If this ends up on YouTube, I ask that you not to click on it. Their algorithm will not double your XRP. In the same vein, this is deceitful. The Ripple airdrop feature is also unavailable. I bring it up repeatedly because I honestly thought YouTube would have eliminated those ads by now. I thought X would have taken care of the ad removal as well. But you know what? Because they are a component of the present massive upheaval, I think these ads were permitted to air. Hoaxes with fluctuating prices abound. Somebody has to foot the bill for these ads, and I have no doubt that many people are still duped. But the same people who want your XRP may pay them to do it. The moment to succumb to these scams has come, the clock is ticking. Oh my God. Yesterday, Ripple unveiled their paper about the digital pound that is based on CBDCs. They detailed its digital development and emphasized the XRP ledger as a vital technology for its implementation. In addition, as I mentioned earlier, they are hurrying the digital pound. All is going according to plan with the digital euro. Also, digital dollars are coming soon, as mentioned in yesterday's video. Well, Ripple and Algorand are among the attendees at this year's Digital Money Summit. Because Rip, you need to pay attention. Digital money conferences and CBDC speeches are a regular occurrence for Phil, and they are essentially telling you face-to-face that XRP will be the money mover of the world. Still, many people ignore the larger picture in favor of fixating on XRP-related false positives, demonstrating a failure to understand the problem in its entirety. Upcoming hooks are the subject of XRP ledger lead developer Weist's unique proposal to challenge the cryptospace monopoly of its theorem. Whilst acknowledging Ethereum's current supremacy, recent words from Wind reveal a nuanced position in spite of the tension. Despite XRP Ledger's efforts to catch up to Ethereum, Wind remains optimistic about its potential to shake things up. When XRP is strategically positioned as a contender in the blockchain business, and we acquire the required hooks, I believe things will shift radically. Ethereum projects are among those that will be moved to the XRP ledger in this process. In my opinion, that's not far off. Furthermore, it appears that other networks are also moving in that direction, and I've seen it brought up multiple times. Stellar would have been on this path if Terra hadn't been. They are all planning to grab it. When I say Ethereum, I mean it. The records show that in 2018, a senior Trump administration official met with Ripple's CEO. There has been a lot of talk about this lately. For this reason, I think Ripple was there to some extent. There is clearly a lot of homework going on. The fact that 80% of the world's Bitcoin miners are located in China has clearly not escaped the attention of the White House. Furthermore, the majority of Ether mining operations take place in China. No mining activity is seen when you look at XRP. That is, when seen through the lens of international control or environmental preservation. XRP stands out from the crowd. Our conversations with government officials have given the impression that they are aware of and concerned about the issue. We meet with lawmakers and regulators from all around Washington, D.C., once a month. Every member of our staff is devoted to this cause, and not only in the United States. You might remember me mentioning BRICS and the idea that some of them might employ RippleNet and XRP. One frequent inquiry concerned the motivations of Chinese companies seeking partnerships with American firms. The US is much like any other country. In all honesty, if Ripple were a US company, Donald Trump would be the one to champion it. In my opinion, though, a different ripple effect is beginning to emerge in the aftermath of Trump's loss in the most recent election and Biden's inauguration. The global reach of Ripple's operations was enhanced. It wasn't, though, the sole explanation. The SEC's lawsuit against Ripple also had an impact on STEM development in the United States. And this could be the reason why it's happening right now. Bloomberg reported on January 31 that Ripple and Coinbase are among the top funders to a super PAC that was founded to support politicians that are pro-crypto. In my view, Brad and Coinbase are trying to use this strategy to push the money. Some Facebook users have gone so far as to say they intend to vote using their cryptocurrency wallets this time around in the hopes of making a profit. Also, as long as the US government is trying to limit cryptocurrency, it will stay stunted there. Maybe Brad and Coinbase are moving in this direction because they want things to change under this administration. For the duration of this administration's tenure in office, Gary Gensler will maintain his position as chairman of the SEC. That is why I contended that cryptocurrencies ought to be on the ballot for the upcoming election. The AMM has had an issue identified and resolved. Some delays could result from that. Seems like the AMM will have to wait for another day. A resolution to repeal SEC Gov Bad Bulletin S.A.B.121 was proposed today by Senator Loomis, Chair Gary Gensler, and me. This is essential as banks are no longer allowed to serve as guardians of digital assets due to SAP 121. It had better be gone now. You know what happened when banks started dealing with digital assets? In the end, it causes issues in the United States. Many would, in my opinion, go back to using traditional banks for their investments. The fact that this would happen is not something that everyone would be completely unaware of. To speed up the collapse of banks, I think the current administration and the SEC conspired to remove their digital assets from their current ownership. Falling would be more appealing to them. This means it is a part of the grand scheme for a reset. A bank that owns it and is affiliated with digital assets, though, stands a chance of saving themselves. Here is an update on the potential settlement. Johnny Dean will be reporting on the SEC versus Ripple case soon, so be sure to check back. One thing only. In light of this, what does XRP's future hold? As a result, I do not think a settlement is even being considered. On top of that, I've been stating it for a while now. In my view, the possibility of a scorched earth lawsuit persists even when parties are in the remedy stage. Everything points to the possibility that it can be finalized quickly and easily over the phone. No matter how embarrassing this judge's ruling could be for the SEC, they may still be persuaded to try to settle with Ripple if they think they can benefit more from doing so. That doesn't mean a settlement can't or won't happen, though. It has been decided not to take place today. I wanted to inform everyone of this. I still anticipate finishing it before summer, even though it won't happen today. My prediction is that XRP's price will surge this summer if it comes to fruition. The deciding factor, in the end, is Brad's readiness to make concessions to Gary. No amount will be paid by Brad towards Gary's $770 million demand. Actually, I think he'd rather see that number brought down a lot before that occurs. Nevertheless, it will undoubtedly come to a close in 2020. Reason being, it's obvious to everyone, this whole thing has been a total fabrication from the start. Everything has revolved around Ripple and XRP. Regardless, I think the banks are about ready. If this settlement continues to be delayed, the IMF and the BIS may take responsibility, as I've already mentioned. If you can only hold on for a little while longer, XRP will surpass all other cryptocurrencies in value. Very soon, it will be an integral aspect of international money transfers. Hold tight for a little. The realization that your investment increased by a significant amount in the span of a single night will hit you like a ton of bricks. Why? Because once it goes live, XRP's value will soar. Trust in God and smile always. As a group, we have a chance to go rich. Very well, I will now conclude this video. I am grateful to all of you for joining us. Do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Catch you later, farewell.